Hi, this is Alfred Brock, and we're going to be talking about uh, how to talk to teens concerning alcohol and other drugs. And we're going to have 5 conversation goals in this brief video. One is show you disapprove of underage drinking and other drug misuse. You disapprove of it. Number 2, show your care about your teen's health, wellness, and eventual success. Show you're a good source of information about alcohol and other drugs. Show you're paying attention and you will discourage risky behaviors. Number 5, build your team's skills and strategies for avoiding drinking and drug use, because they're going to need those strategies, because there are specific things that happen to impact them, to encourage them to drink and use drugs, and we want to interrupt that flow. It's a kind of like advanced advertising. It's pretty nasty stuff once you see it. We're not going to discuss that in length. I'm just going to talk to you about how you can talk to them about it. So let's get started with talking with teens about alcohol and other drugs. There's 5 conversation goals. It's never too late to start talking with your teen about the risk of underage drinking and other substance use. There's really no age for that. Shouldn't be doing that at all. As teens get older, they make more decisions on their own. And they also face more temptation and peer pressure, sometimes instituted by adults who are directly involved in selling these drugs and benefiting from them. So they will deter them from listening to you. They will make fun of you. They will do all that stuff in order to get those teens to give them the money to use the drugs and substances and alcohol that they have. Now, it may not seem like it. Your teenagers really do listen to your concerns. They listen to you first. They're hearing what you say. And it's important you show that you care and continue having conversations with them about the dangers of alcohol and other drugs and why they shouldn't use them. The most important reasons for what the dangers are is their health. They could die. Their friends could die. Their family members could die. They could be severely injured. And so could their friends. And they could inadvertently cause death or harm to their friends. And no one wants to do that, and the kids certainly don't. So this is not a good behavior. It's risky behavior, and it can cause severe damage in the near term and the long term. So let's get on with this. Number 1, show that you disapprove of underage drinking and other drug misuse. You know, over 80% of young people, that's 10 to 18 years old, 10 years old to 18 years old, they say their parents are the leading influence on their decision whether to drink or not. Now, don't assume they know how you feel about drinking and substance use. Get to it and tell them. Send a clear and strong message that you disapprove of underage drinking and use or misuse of other drugs. And it's easy to do and to reinforce. When you see these advertisements, you see someone behaving like that on television or hear about it in the radio, or you see some famous person mention that led, whatever that negative thing was, led from alcohol and drug misuse. Now, number 2, show you care about your teen's health, right? You do, don't you? I know you do. Young people are more likely to listen when they know that you're on their side. You're backing them up. You got their back. You got their 6 or whatever it is. You are supporting them. Of course, you love them. They're your kids. Now, reinforce why you don't want them to drink or use other drugs. Because why? You want them to be happy and safe and to enjoy every aspect of their life that's coming to them. And you've done so much to bring that to them, and it's time for them to take ownership of that and not throw it away by some evening use of alcohol or throw it away by some weekend use of drugs. The conversation will go a lot better if you're open and show them that you really care about their well-being. Go ahead and show them. You showed them when they were born. You fed them and everything. You give them. Tell them about it. They deserve to know it. And you know what? You deserve to get those good feelings for yourself, too, when you express that. This goes for grandparents, too, so throw them in on this, and aunts and uncles and everybody. Now, show you're a good source of information about alcohol and other drugs. One way you can do that, you listen to stuff like this, so you are a good source of information about alcohol and drugs, and brag on yourself. You want your teen to make informed decisions about alcohol and other drugs with reliable information about its dangers. Reliable information that you can provide, reliable information that you can share, that you agree with. You don't want him or her to learn about alcohol and other drugs from unreliable resources, because the first thing those unreliable resources are going to do is try to sell them alcohol and drugs. Right there in the schools, right there in the playgrounds, right there at a party, on purpose, with specific intent. Establish yourself as a trustworthy source of information. Tell them what to expect when someone comes up and offers them some drugs and wants them to buy drugs and tells them they're going to be cool. They're not going to be cool. They're just going to be putting money in that guy's pocket. That's all there is to it. It's quite simple, just like refusing anything else. I don't want that, don't want it. A few more times, and the people that are coming around to sell that, it'll be obvious how shallow they are. Because if they come to an area where people are saying, no, I don't want the drugs, no, I don't want to do alcohol, they don't come around anymore. So number 4, show you paying attention, and you will discourage risky behaviors. You're in it to win it, and you're in it to win it with them. Young people are more likely to drink and use other drugs if they think no one's noticing. They're getting away with it, and they can use it and escape whatever it is that's bothering them. Sometimes it's peer pressure that's bothering them. They may not even be trying. They may be pushed into this. And show that you are noticing what's going on in their life, their behaviors, their actions, what's going on. Show that you're aware of what your teen is up to. They can't get away with anything, can they? And if they do, boy, when you find out about it, because you love them, right? Because you care for them, because you want to see them achieve the goals that they are going to achieve without drugs, without alcohol. Ask about the friends that they have, the plans that they're gonna go to, because you care. Not because you're judging, not because you're gonna super control them. You care about where they're going and who they're hanging out with, because there are things that occur, of course, on the course of afterwards that go on in behaviors that you know about, that you're aware of. You're more likely to have an open conversation with them by asking that. And you're gonna find out too, most of the time you're gonna find out about nice folks, nice people, and you're going to learn more about them, maybe even meet their parents and have them over for, have the kids over for parties or something like that, where no alcohol and drugs will be allowed. That's right. Okay, now number 5, build your teen skills and strategies for avoiding drinking and drug use. Now this is very important because, as I mentioned briefly a couple of times already, the people that they meet that are going to sell them the drugs and get them to drink along with them, they are very established at what they're doing. They learn how to do it. Selling drugs is marketed. It is marketed to people. It is marketed to the teens because they're going to have extra spending money, and they're going to spend it on the drugs, and they're going to keep coming back because all their friends are coming back, and they're going to go get their friends because it's a big... Give them the skills and tools they need to recognize. And how can you do that? Well, let's say you go shopping. They know what a good buy is and a bad buy is, right? Whether something's got a quality good that they're going to get their money out of it or not. They know about something that's substantially good for them, that's nutritious, and things that are not. They know that already. So time to tell them, alcohol is not healthy. It's not worth the money to pay for it. Drugs are not healthy. It's not worth the money to pay for them. It is not good for anybody to use that, especially if they're underage. We don't want... And then you do this, and you may have them free of all that for life. So even if you don't think your child wants to drink or try other drugs, right? Peer pressure is a powerful thing. And in a circumstance, in a party, when they're all smoking marijuana or passing around drugs, you don't know what that kid's going to get, or in a jar or something. They should not be in that situation. They should all know that they're being marketed to, and they will be pressured to use this. They will be given it for free and promised all sorts of things. We can't imagine, even if you are under the impression that your children don't want to do that. Having a plan to avoid alcohol and drug use can help your children make better choices for themselves and keep the family closer. Talk to your children. Talk with your children about what they would do if faced with a difficult decision about alcohol and drugs, and you can role play and do everything. Just ask them about it. Practice saying no thanks with them in a safe environment, and keep it low key. You don't have to go as... I'm kind of high key right now. Just keep it low key. Work with them, make it clear that you don't like it, you don't want them to do it, and you're protecting them, and they're learning how to protect themselves. Just like you wouldn't let them go learn a bicycle by themselves, learn a car by themselves, you're teaching them how to live a healthy, happy life by themselves by ensuring that they're not imbibing the alcohol, that they're not using the drugs, and they're not even caught up in those social situations that involve those things. That's not relaxation at all. That's something bad stuff. Now, don't worry. You don't have to get everything across in one talk. You love them. You're living with them. You're interacting with them. Plan to check in frequently with quick chats and keep the lines of communication open. Talk, y'all. Talk back and forth. I know you can do it. And this is thanks to Pound Talk They Hear You from SAMHSA. That's SAMHSA, Substance Abuse and Mental Health Service Association. Brought to you by Alfred Brock. And I want to thank you. And hey, talk to the kids, right? We're all in this together. Thank you.